What happened? Oh. You think they ought to put a stop sign here?
You would sure think.
What happened?
I was going about 20 miles an hour going down the road here, and they were coming through here. I don't know how fast they were going. They were going fast.
Pretty fast?
Look at your car. They're going pretty fast.
So what direction were they going?
They're going that direction.
They're going from down there this way?
Hey, do me a favor, man. Do not videotape us, okay?
He's got every right to do that. You can't stop him. You can't stop him. It's in the public, James.
I'm not going to videotape him.
You have every right to take any picture you want.
I just want to see the vehicle. I mean, even if I got a ride, I'll do it out of respect. I mean, I might have legal right, but I'll still do it out of respect. If he don't want me to tape him, I'm not going to tape him. Legal right or not, I'll give him that respect. I want to tape that. I want to go over the top and get the vehicle. I want to get the vehicle though. See what the vehicle looked like.
Were you driving it from the crash? Can you tell me what happened? I haven't done the driver that way. Who's driving the car here?
How you doing, Brian?
Hey, good.
I said I'm not going to tape out of respect. The other guy said he's wearing a yellow thing. He said you can do it. You're in the public area, but I'm not going to do it. It's a kind of a respect thing.
Coming this way. Okay. We got an intersection in that car. Are we coming this way? Yeah. Either one of you guys have your seatbelt on or anything like that? I have mine. I climbed up there.
Everybody's out.
I'm not gonna tape him. The one guy, that guy there, he works on an ambulance crew or something. He's talking to the other guy and he said, you got a right to tape them. You know, you're in a public area, but I locked the door. But if he doesn't want that on tape, I'm not gonna put it on tape. I mean, you might have legal power, you could do it, but still, if he doesn't want it, I'm not gonna put it. I'll video the car, the two that are hit, you know, I'll do that. But if he doesn't want it taped, I'm not gonna tape it. I'm not gonna just use the power because I got it. I think they call it community relations or something. It's like when an officer gives a warning versus gives a ticket. It's their discretion. They can give a ticket or they can give a warning. Sometimes it's better to give a ticket, sometimes it's better to give a warning. And it all comes with experience. You got to have the experience. Like, this is, if you're in this yard or you're on a public sidewalk or whatever, and the guy's out in the street, you can film it regardless. You could film it. You don't need anybody's permission. You can just start filming, start recording. But then again, you don't know the ramifications. You don't know what's going to happen by doing that. So it's not really good to always do that. I mean, don't just do it because you can. Yeah, you don't want to do that just because you're able. I mean, it's not good to do it. You can, I mean, if you got the power, but it's not always the best judgment call. He should be clear. He's not going to be in the picture. I've got him cut off from the picture. It's just to the edge. I want to get footage of the vehicle and then post it on YouTube about safe driving, because you get a lot of teenagers that think they're just going to go flying down the road. There's no yield sign or anything. So maybe this will be a lesson to the teenagers. Maybe somebody got their first car, their driver's permit or whatever. So it might be a lesson about driving safe and paying attention. Be a lot of hits on YouTube, a lot of kids that'll watch it and they'll say, oh, I think I'm gonna pay attention. I think I'm gonna be watching out for cars. But no, nowhere in the video does it have the people over there. I mean, the other guy said I could put it on there, but I'm not gonna. If the one guy, I think he works on an ambulance, doesn't want me to do it out of respect, then I'm not gonna do it. You know, he says, don't film it, don't film it. I'm not gonna film it. You know, I mean, you could, sure, yeah, you got legal authority or power or whatever, because you're on a sidewalk or you're in somebody's yard. This has got a zoom lens. You could pick up a license plate with this little camcorder. I can zoom in, it's got 2,000 power zoom. I can pick up a license plate from about 3/4 of a mile away. And then you put that in Adobe Photoshop, you clean it up, you can enlarge it, and you can get your license plate. You can get it from real far away. But I think it does better just to put the vehicles and not the people, because people can see the damage to the vehicle. And two, some people may not want to see blood and gore. They may not want to see like, oh, there's an accident person, you're a vulture, you just went out there and filmed an accident person. But if you film the vehicle, I guess it's an SUV or truck or something, if you film that and then you film the other one and you show how far apart they are and what happens, then you could see, like when this guy was going down here, I got to pan over so I can make sure I get it in the video. Well, there's somebody blocking the way. You have to go over a little bit so you can see it. Then you go back this way, pan over, pan over. Don't get the guy in the picture. Don't get the accident victim. But just pan back. And then that would be about it, huh?
There's someone else in the car?
No, there's nobody else in there. Oh, that's in case that guy needs one. He's got to sign a paper that says he doesn't want to be transported. Otherwise, they'll typically just transport them both. They'll transport everybody. See, they got more ambulances coming. They've got Joplin Fire out here. But no, they can look at the video. There's nobody in there. There's nobody in there. It was that guy. Well, I can't film him, but he's the guy wheeling that stretcher over here. I guess he works on one of the ambulance crews. Now, he was out taking pictures. He's the one that said, you can take pictures. It's in the public. You're in the public, because the public sidewalk. Yeah. And because you're in this yard. Anything that happens out in a public street or can be seen from a public street, you don't need any waivers, you don't need any signatures, you don't need any authorization. You can just film it. It's anything accessible in the public. It's like the way people are dressed. You can wear whatever you want in your house, but once you go out the door, or once you open the door and somebody can see through your front door or see through your window or whatever, then you fall under a different set of guidelines, different statutes, state, federal. There's a bunch of stuff goes into it as to what people can wear and not wear, what you can do and not do. Yeah, people argue all the time they can do drugs in their house because they can drink in their house. Well, they can't do drugs in their house. It's still going to be illegal. It doesn't matter where they do the drugs. Drinking is a little bit different. They can sit at home, and as long as they're indoors on private property, maybe possibly in the yard, they can sit there and drink till they pass out. I mean, literally, just keep on drinking. Drunks do it all the time. They don't get arrested because they're drunk on private property. But like this, now these guys is all loaded up. See, now you can film it. Now you can zoom in a little bit and you can see the damage, things that fly out of the vehicle. No, that didn't fly out. That belongs to the paramedics. But you'll see, like, I think this is like a little kid's car seat, booster seat or something. Kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
Some leg went by. I can't see that. Well, I don't get him. He's just Joplin Fire. But no, that's one of those, you do it out of respect, that the other guy that's working on the ambulance crew doesn't want anybody to film, so you don't film it. I mean, if he doesn't want the people filmed that are being loaded up, no, you don't film them. I mean, that's something that you don't want to do. I've done a lot of filming, and it's something you don't want to do. You don't want to just come in there heavy-handed and say, well, I've got a camera, I'm in the public domain, I'm filming everything. If he says don't film it, just go ahead and film something else or film the vehicles. Now, if he says don't film the vehicles, don't film anything, I would just say, forget you, screw that. I'd just start filming vehicles.
I'm gonna go back inside. There's nothing else to see out here.
Okay. But yeah, you can see that windshield. Oh, it's really mashed up.